Hey, what's up, GioEra, and welcome back to another Dauntless video. So yeah, today I'm gonna be talking about Dauntless in 2024 and what to expect in the future updates. So yeah, without further ado, this is Dauntless in 2024. So yeah, first let's talk about what the core gameplay of the Dauntless is like and the basic stuff for the game. Basically, the core gameplay of the Dauntless is you go into undergrounds and you defeat Behemoth, and when you defeat Behemoth you get their Behemoth parts, and with that you craft weapons and gear. Basically, throughout the game, that is the core gameplay. You go against Behemoth, you get their stuff, their Behemoth parts, and then you go up the ladder like that. In Dauntless, we also have the reforging, which is basically when you get level 20 for any kind of weapon, you can reforge and start anew from level 1. So that's that with the core gameplay and the reforging. And now let's talk about the weapons, armors, and cells, which is the most important part of the game. Firstly, let's start with weapons. In Dauntless, we have 7 weapon types, which are sword, hammer, warpike, chainblades, axe, repeaters, and strikers. And also, with these 7 weapon types, we also got the elements of the weapons, which are the shock, blaze, umbral, terra, frost, radiant, and neutral. For the sword, you can craft 32 swords with the 1 exotic. For the hammers, it's again 32 hammers with 1 exotic. For the warpike, it's gonna be again 32 weapons with the 1 exotic. Next up, for the chainblades, it's gonna be 31 chainblades. Axes are 31, strikers are 31, and again the repeaters are 32 with 1 exotic. So it's gonna total to 221 weapons for you to craft in Dauntless. Each weapon having individual attributes, abilities, and different kind of cells on the weapons. Now let's talk about the armor and everything about that. In the game we got 4 armor pieces, which is the helmet, body armor, gauntlets, and the leggings, or boots I would say. Again, we got the same elements: shock, blaze, umbral, terror, radiant, frost, and neutral. For the helmet, you can craft 35 helmets, out of there being 3 exotic helmets. And for the body armor, gauntlets, and boots, they are all 32, which totals to 131 armor pieces to craft. With weapons and armor pieces, you also got lanterns in the game, which give you more abilities and stuff to do. There are 6 lanterns, which are the Dresks, Embermains, Koshais, Pangers, Shrikes, and Skarns. The Drusk's one fires a lightning bolt, the Embermain one fires a fireball, Koshais gives you lifesteal, Pangers creates frost pillars which slow the behemoth down, Shrikes gives you attack speed, and lastly, Skarns one gives you shields. So yeah, that's about it for the weapons and armor. And now let's talk a bit about the cells. Cells are also a very important part of the game. You basically give cells to any kind of weapons and body armor to give them more power and different attributes to help you fight against the behemoth. Oh, and I almost missed the most crucial part of the game too, of Dauntless. I almost forgot about talking about the Omnicells, which are also very crucial thing to the game. We've got 6 Omnicells in Dauntless, which are the Iceborn, Tempest, Bastion, Revenant, Discipline, and the Artificer. So yeah, these Omnicells give you more abilities to slay Behemoth and give you much more edge to the game. So yeah, these Omnicells give you more abilities and makes the game much more fun, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, that's about it for the Omnicells. If you want to know more about the Omnicells, I'm gonna show you on the screen what they do. So yeah, that's about it. Now that was the weapons, armors, and cells. Now let's talk about the Behemoth, undergrounds, and all that cool stuff. In the game, we got 48 Behemoth. 6 of those are the legendary Behemoth, and there are 21 undergrounds for you to go into and slay Behemoth, varying by difficulty. There are also escalations for you to go into and slay Behemoth and slay legendary Behemoth like Trogdoro, Melkarian, and other ones. There are 8 types of escalations you can do. Going with every element, you got the shock escalation, blaze escalation, umbrella escalation, terror escalation, frost, and radiant escalations. There is also escalation patrol, where you basically go into random escalation and do that. And also, after that, if you want more difficulty, you can go into the heroic escalations, which are much more difficult and will pose a lot more threat to you than any other normal escalation. After that, if you want to go another level up against the heroic escalation, you can go into the Gauntlet, which is basically infinite kind of like escalation, I would say. You got different levels of the Gauntlet, going up every level it gets more difficult, and you got random behemoth on the Gauntlet too. After Gauntlet you got the Trials, which are for more like a veteran kind of players. I would say. In trials, you try to get least amount of time to slay the behemoth, and you get like timetables there, leaderboards, and other cool stuff they're going on too. So yeah, that's about all the basic things in Dauntless you can do. And now I'm gonna talk about the new content and new stuff coming to Dauntless in 2024. So yeah, coming in 2024 in the summer updates, there's going to be a huge update in the summer, I think it's going to be. So yeah, they're going to add new gear, they're going to be changing gear, progression system, encounters, player experiences, and all that good stuff. Firstly, I want to talk about the weapon swapping, which is I think for me, one of the best features coming to Dauntless. Basically, you can now equip 2 weapons, not now, but in the later updates, you can equip 2 weapons, and you can swap between them to do more combos and have a more fun play style. So yeah, that's the cool thing they're adding in Dauntless in 2024. Next up, for another cool thing adding back in Dauntless is the pursuits. The pursuits are coming back with more things to do. There's going to be more rewarding objectives in the pursuits, more rewards. I mean, they're always appreciated. We're also gonna get new encounters with new fauna. They're going to be adding new creatures to the game, little tiny creatures, and I wouldn't say like behemoth. I mean, they're gonna be adding new behemoth, but they're also gonna be adding small creatures, which I'm gonna show you on screen now. Next up, they're going to be changing buffs too. Basically, they're going to be changing cells for the game. There's going to be 6 core buffs. It's gonna be might, critical, speed, vitality, defense, and endurance. And each have, I mean, it's not really hard to get a grip on, so I'm gonna leave all of these links in the description so you can read that and check that out. And there's a little teaser here. They're also going to be adding the pets in the game. I'm really excited for, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, in 2024 update, they're going to be making the World of Shattered Isles more interesting, more fun, and there's going to be more things to do in the game. So they're implementing legendary hunts to the game too, where you fight legendary behemoth, which are really cool. You're also gonna have like territory over the islands with the guilds, so that's pretty cool too. Also, in the coming updates, they're going to be changing weapons and the cells of the weapons too. At first, there's going to be like 21 planned weapons, but they're going to be adding new ones soon. Each one having very interesting abilities and attributes that will help you in the hunts. And I think they're also going to be adding bows to the game. Pretty sure, because there is one weapon called the Phoenix Wing, which I think is gonna be both, so fingers crossed he's gonna be that. They're also gonna be changing the progression system for the game too. There's not gonna be like a prestiging system we have now, which where you go to level 20 and then reforge to level 1. There's going to be much more high levels, much more rewards for you. And speaking of legends and legendary behemoth, they have announced 4 types of legendary behemoth to the game. First one is the Setikai, the Fallen King, which is the legendary Rootstalker. Next up is the Rock, which is the Roost Mother, which is the legendary Shrike. Yesterday they announced the new legendary behemoth, which are the Pendor or the Cataclysm, legendary Velomir, and the Overjoyed, the Ruinbeck, which is the Skarn's legendary variant. And last but not least, I'll be talking about the new behemoth coming to Dauntless, which is the fan-made Grudge. This is a really cool behemoth. I really like it a lot. I'm really proud of what the community did for the behemoth. So yeah, here's the art of the behemoth and also some kind of models and the attacks of and I really like it a lot, and I hope they're gonna be adding more behemoth like this in the game later on. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. And yeah, if you are interested in Dauntless and are interested primarily in Dauntless builds and news and also stuff, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video and hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any future uploads. So yeah, this being GioEra, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace.